Yobachi 2007 back at you with another one. We want to talk real quickly here about Kevin Costner and his divorce from his wife of many years, with whom he has three children with. And she tried to challenge his prenup about 4 months ago. It's since in the last month they've come to a settlement. But we want to just talk about this challenge, this initial challenge. He had a ironclad prenup or a strong prenup in place. I can't determine that it was ironclad. If you don't know Kevin Costner, he's a big movie actor. He's been around for decades, been in a lot of stuff. We won't go over all that. But let's just start by taking a listen to this piece from Peoples about the challenge he was trying to make to the prenup.
Anything you may have benefited by can be clawed back. Costner has already paid the $1.5 million she is owed under the agreement, and his legal team quoted the prenuptial agreement in response to a request from Christine's side that Kevin pay for her attorney fees. His lawyers countered that it should be Christine who pays for his fees since they claim she is challenging the prenup. However, her lawyers have made the case that there has been no determination by this court that the parties' premarital agreement is enforceable. Meanwhile, according to court documents, Costner increased his proposed child support amount, but Christine still feels the amount is inappropriate. She previously asked for $248,000 per month in child support for
$240,000 a month for three kids. $80,000 a month. Now listen to what she's going to say why she needs this $80,000 more. That's not enough. That's what he's going to be paying under the prenup, and that's not enough. Let's see why.
In child support for their three kids. At the time, she also said that this amount was still less than what was needed to maintain the children's lifestyle. She asked for the actor to pay their private school tuition, extracurricular activities, sports costs, and healthcare expenses. Costner responded by calling his ex's request highly inflated and unsubstantiated.
Unsubstantiated, to say the least. $80,000 a month per child to sustain their lifestyle. What lifestyle can a child or any person have that requires, that demands more than $80,000 a month? And that's if the person was just a single individual. These children are all living in the same house. So it's not like there's three mortgages to pay on their behalf. It's one mortgage for all three, and you still need $80,000 per. This is the insanity and the greed and the deviousness of these women that we're dealing with out here in largesse. But before we move on and discuss this point with more depth, can you please go ahead and like this video up? Hit the like button. It's free. I'd really appreciate it. While you're at it, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as we have a lot of content around these subject matters that I think will be very interesting to you. Hit the subscribe and the notification bell and the drop down next to it to make sure that you're getting alerted to these videos. And we're going to get right back to the program. I want you to hear again why she's asking for additional money, because it's so insidious.
The children's lifestyle. She asked for the actor to pay their private school tuition, extracurricular activities, sports costs, and healthcare expenses.
Extracurricular activities, sports costs, for school, for healthcare. What's the $80,000 a month going for? She wants more money on top of the $80,000 a month for school, for sports and extracurricular activities, for healthcare, for the children's lives. For support of the children's lives, she wants more money above the $80,000 agreed to in the prenup. Then what's the $80,000 for? That's child support. Those things that she named, that she's enumerating, specifically she wants money for, is in support of the children. So then what's the $80,000 a month in child support supposed to go to? Her hair, her nails, her trips, her car, her big house with crown molding and platinum faucets for her benefit. These women do not care about the good of their children, having a good relationship with their father, having their father in their life. All they care about is what can they get out of something materially. And even when it's an exorbitant amount, it's not enough. It's never enough. It's the same thing we're seeing with Samantha Lee Gibson, Tyrese's ex-wife, uh, claiming that she has no ill will towards Tyrese, or she would do things different. She would have done things different previously if she didn't have the wrong people in her ear, and she really cares about her child. But she's still going after him for more and more money, even after she's run up hundreds of $1,000s in legal fees on him. And somehow $5,000 a month to take care of a human being isn't enough. She needs $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. For what? What does a 5-year-old need $20,000 a month for? Not to pay for the place to live. You can get a decent place to live for $2,000, and half of the child's living should come out of the mother's half in the first place. Since she's strong and independent, don't need no man, don't want to be with the father to be there. He has a household he has to maintain already. But even if you take the entirety of the cost of housing the child out of the father, that's $2,000 a month. Other than maybe another $1,000 a month, what does any child need? So we see clearly that none of this is ever for the child's need. So now what can we say about this, or what can we do about this? Obviously, having a prenup in place is important. It's very important for all men who have anything or ever plan to have anything. But then there's the whole issue of children, and a lot of you have children out of wedlock. And most men want to have a family, want to have some children at some point. But the number one thing you can do is you have to, first of all, not be reckless about how you go about having children, spreading your seed all around. But even in his case, where he had his children with his wife, he still ends up with this situation. Part of it has to be is who you marry, who you choose to have children with in the first place. I can bet you 1,000 she did not become this person once they decided to get divorced. This is who she always was. She made it clear of what kind of person she was. And men have to stop being wrapped up, again, as we talked about, in the visual, in what they see here, in the feeling in their pants that they get from a woman, and be very circumspect about what woman they're bringing into their life in any respect. Whether you're getting married, whether you're just living with someone, some of y'all out here actually buying houses with someone you're not married to. That is insane. You're going into a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 business contract with a chick. Oh, I don't get it. But this is what y'all are doing. You're having kids with women, and you are not vetting these women and making sound choices about the kind of person you're getting involved with in a way that reaches steeply into your life and into your bank account. This is the havoc these women have the power to bring into your life. Now, some men say you shouldn't even get married with the prenup because prenups can always be challenged and they're always not. No, they're not. Dre's prenup held up. Most prenups done correctly, as if you look at what is the name, the lead attorney, how he talks about you can't put in crazy contract terms like if she cheats on me, then she gets nothing. That's not a legitimate prenup provision because you don't regulate human behavior, and that can't be enforced. That's not going to be enforced by the courts. So as long as you're doing a prenup the right way, they do hold up, and his held up. He actually backed her off. He actually clawed back some of the money he gave her in the payout because she violated the prenup. And here in this page 6 article, or video article, I guess we could call it, it notes that she did not get the legal fee she was asked for. That was taken off the table. He did settle out to give her more money a month. But yeah, she finagled a little bit extra out of him on one end, but he denied her and rejected her in most regards, most of the money she's trying to get. And overall, he's keeping his wealth. She's only getting a little bit out of it, which is what it should be, right? Your woman, you're not supposed to be trying to set up a situation where the woman's going to be desolate on the street. That's absurd. You're an absurd person if you're trying to do that, and that's never going to be enforceable. What your purpose is to minimize what she can have and then not lose all or the majority of what you have to her. And Kevin Costner's prenup held. He settled out for a little bit more, but that's fine. He still won. And his prenup still did what it's supposed to do. this is just another instance for us to see how a lot of these women are and what we're really dealing with out here. So if we can stop being in this delusion of these uh, women who are everything sweet and nice, and sugar and spice and everything nice. It's not a thing. We're dealing with devious women, and we need to be checking these women, vetting these women strongly, and putting all of the precautions in place for our own benefit. With that, I'm going to get on out of here. Keep those things in mind. And also remember to subscribe, hit the like bell. Really help us out. If you like us up, we appreciate it. And with that, we're out. Peace.